Ecumenical Relationships Today, the Global Christian Forum, Center for the Study of Global Christianity, Harvard Divinity School. Yeah, established in 1922. I was looking in to see how often these meet, because clearly the churches aren't really interested in their congregations, but then they went astray a long time ago, it seems. All Christian denominations do not meet together regularly as a single body. Instead, ecumenical forums like the Global Christian Forum convene leaders from Catholic, Orthodox, Protestant, Evangelical, Pentecostal, and independent churches approximately every 4 to 6 years, with the latest in Accra, Ghana, drawing 250 plus leaders for faith sharing and unity. Oh, please. Please. Like, a bunch of people that don't, just blind leading the blind. Right. World Council of Churches assembles every 7 to 8 years, representing 350 plus Orthodox, Protestant, Anglican bodies, excluding most evangelicals and Pentecostal. Empowered 21 Global Congress. Boy, you guys are busy. Every 3 years for Pentecostal and charismatic groups. The latest was in Seoul in 2023 with 20,000 from 130 nations. Blind leading the blind. It is. It just is. The Passion Conference, annual, youth-focused, of course. Again, we got to make sure to lead all the youth astray. We need as many Charlie Kirks out there as possible to lead them all astray. Multi-denominational Hillsong Conference, Urbana missions every 3 years. These, it's so stupid, so unnecessary. Not letting God lead at all. It's all man's lead, man's will. We have to do this. This is what God would want us to do. You have to know the shepherd before you can possibly. You have to be following him first before you start getting in line, being some leaders. Oh, this is why that we live in this world. Yeah, it is. Chaos, deception, confusion. So I was asking AI. I had asked this before of AI, but I asked it sort of in a different way. I said, hypothetically, what would have happened if the Holy Spirit of God spread and people followed the shepherd and there had been no church denominations? It was just communities meeting to discuss their experiences of God in their life. What would the nation look like? Oh, well, this is what it said. If the Holy Spirit spread widely with believers directly following Jesus as the shepherd, meeting in decentralized communities focused on sharing personal God experiences without denominations, the nation would likely exhibit profound social transformation marked by unity, compassion, and justice. Oh, what do you know? So all that stuff you're doing yearly and bi-yearly and all your stupid councils and the social impacts, unity and community healing, grassroots gatherings would foster reconciliation across divides, economic, racial, reducing polarization through spirit-led empathy. Oh, that's a huge thing. Because a lot of the empathy, the media loves to try to generate. It's like I call it fake empathy that they get the left to fall for. But spirit-led empathy, that's what we need. But with all these church councils and all these, they're not getting it. They don't even know the shepherd, though. So spirit-led empathy, forgiveness, and mutual support, leading to lower crime, stronger neighborhoods, and collaborative initiatives like food drives or mentorship. Social justice and service. Empowered individuals would prioritize advocacy for the marginalized, driving poverty alleviation, and have organic movements without a institutional hierarchy. Yeah, that would be nice. Moral and cultural renewal. Personal spirit personal spirit guidance would cultivate widespread love, integrity, and peacemaking, diminishing corruption, addiction, and family breakdown with vibrant local worship, replacing rigid doctrines. Oh, what do you know? It would. So that's what following God would look like. Amazing, isn't it? Because God, I mean, Jesus's plan was fixing everything. But of course, this was man's plan. And then man's plan, not working in the country it's in as it is, but goes and says, let's go get on the global stage. I mean, this is as bad as what nursing does. It's like nursing, the nursing profession at the top, the association, it makes a mess of the nursing profession here and then says, yeah, let's take our gig globally. Yeah, so that's just not wise people. It said here, such a nation might face, now listen, might face risks like leaderless fragmentation or vulnerability to false voices. Yet, and this is the key, spirit discernment through shared experiences would promote resilience, innovation, and gospel influence, yielding a more equitable, spiritually vibrant society, echoing Jesus's kingdom's vision over Pharisee-like uniformity. So we could have been living in this. No church, just the Spirit leading people. You could see there's difference. Remember, in the other picture, it was all red. Yeah, because it's Satan leading all the denominations. Oh, it's just crazy. And that would likely lead to great blessings from God, because then we would truly be following the true shepherd, God. It's really that simple. Like, I think that many of these people think, well, we people could come along and just pretend like they're being spirit led. Yeah, but that you have to put faith in his hands that he'll handle it. This is why many times I say, just get out of God's way. He'll take care of it. He will. It's that we don't surrender and let him take care of it. Recovering alcoholics know this very well, as I've said so many times, that we just, surrender. And then, but the moment we take our will back, then we start, we start trying to be the producer, the director, the actor, the stagehands, the sound. We have to be all of it. And then it looks like this. And that's how our life is, just feels. It is nuts. But when you completely surrender, and I mean surrender, not just saying it, but you really surrender. And you had enough people truly doing that. Truly knowing, that's what always people should have been knowing. It's just, all you have to do is do it. Just start doing it. You don't have to read the whole Bible first. You don't have to, God was, the rigid doctrine and the rigid traditions is what Jesus was trying to get people away from. Not that he hated them, but they were taking the place of people knowing him. That's the most important part to Jesus, is that you know him. That's why at the end, God says, I did it. You don't want him to say he didn't know you. He's not going to know you through your pastor, your priest, or whatever. I don't care what denomination's up there telling you. Yeah, they can give some great speeches, okay? I've never once heard any of them saying how I need to know because I'm not your shepherd, even though you're all following me and you shouldn't be. That's what they should be saying. Never heard any of them say that, nor have I ever heard any of them say that I need to know that you have the Holy Spirit power of God within you. How are you following it? How do you recognize the voice? Because here's the thing, if you're surrendering to that every day, God, and asking God for protection, he's not going to let other spirits try to mess with you. They may throw some obstacles in your way, but not to where he won't let, only the shepherd's voice. And again, it's not an audible voice. You just have to do it to find out. There's only one path. If enough people did it, would be a whole new country. But the churches, well, of course, and religions have led everyone astray.